Hello again, this is the Voodoo Doll from Noir Grimoire, and we're going to dive right in and continue with our lessons in the tarot. We're doing card 14 now. Card 14 is going to be Temperance. We have an angel here. You know, I haven't really looked at this card much. She has two chalices and she's pouring water from one chalice to the other. She's also standing in water, so I'll show that to you again. So Temperance is the card of balance. A lot of people think Justice is the card of balance because Justice, I think most of the cards may have some sort of scales on them, but this card is actually the card of balance. Temperance means that you have gained a lot of success, whether it be financially and spiritually. You have a lot of nice flashy things, or you are spiritually enlightened. You're on the right path. It's success. You've achieved success in some way, and it's asking you to balance now, to stop and smell the roses. It could also be a card that is talking about reaching a mutual agreement, and a card of compromise, a card of trying to come up with the best scenario for both parties involved with the highest good in mind. So that is Temperance. When we get this card, if you were to get this card in a love reading, it may be that you're arguing with a partner, or there's some sort of unhappiness or strife in the relationship. Temperance is calling you to say, hey, look, you've done well to this point. You have this relationship. You love this relationship. You're happy in it. Now there's a little strife here. Let's work on trying to be amicable and come up with the best scenario for both parties to be able to move forward together or apart. It's a compromise card, asking you, where am I wrong? We're not always right. What areas am I wrong? What do I need to correct? What am I willing to sacrifice to make this relationship work? If it was a job reading, Temperance again, are you working 97 hours a week? So you're making $500,000 a year, but you haven't seen your mom in 10 years. Or you haven't done anything fun. You haven't gone out. You don't have any friends. You're not balanced. So how can I balance this? I have this great financial success and everything is going so well for me, but what am I missing? Sit down and write it out. If money was no object, these are the things I'd like to do. I'd like to take up hot air ballooning. I want to take up sewing, whatever it is. Start picking things off that list. This is how I am out of whack. I have great money, but I have no social life. Or you could be in the opposite situation where I have an amazing social life, amazing friends, everything's going great for me, but I'm struggling a little bit financially. Temperance. Okay, you have that great base and you have friends. Now it's time for you to put your mind into the game and to advancing your career or getting a job, getting a better job. What are some of my other goals that I need to do financially? I have a great family and I'm a stay-at-home mom and everything's great. If you get Temperance, okay, it's calling you to say, yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but be honest. What are the things that you're feeling you're missing out in your life because you are a stay-at-home mom? Well, I really wanted to finish my degree. Okay, well, Temperance may be saying it's time for you to take classes online. So you could still be a stay-at-home mom, but you can still also simultaneously achieve your goal of ascertaining that degree. So that's what Temperance means. It's a positive card. It means that you're doing something right, but it's asking you to, hey, balance now. You've got this. Now, what else in your life have you been neglecting or is out of whack? Also, being fair and coming up with an amicable agreement if you're in a situation that calls for compromise. So that is the Temperance card. Of course, we know if it's upside down, that's the opposite, out of whack. Not doing well financially or spiritually, needing to really take a halt and figure out what is going on. We know upside down is always the reverse. So Temperance, compromise, balance, upside down. I have not been compromising and I'm out of whack and I really, really need to balance and put a stop to everything because nothing is in alignment. Money, spiritual, whatever is just not there if this card would be upside down. If we were using this card in a self-help ritual, that's what we would do. If we were a court case or something like that where we're wanting it to come out favorably and we want the other person that's suing us or that we're suing or whatever to work with us, we could use the Temperance card in that. All right, that is Temperance, and next we will be doing the all right, that is Temperance, and next week we will be doing the Devil card. So join me next week for the Devil.